Galactic Coffee. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu The Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable ist ein Spiel, wo es sich um den Protagonisten Stanley geht, der in einem Büro arbeitet, und vom einen auf den anderen Tag ist irgendwie keiner mehr im Büro mehr da, und ja, wir versuchen dem auf den Grund zu gehen, warum keiner im Büro ist. Ja, Spielbeginn. And it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, schön. Stanley's happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What? Was ist das denn? Okay, kann hier nicht rein. Türen sind alle abgeschlossen, oder? Scheint so. Photo 6, Photo 5. Hier ist nix. Oh, warte mal. Rausgucken kann ich auch nicht. Da ist eine Tür offen. Aber ich kann hier nicht raus. Gut, dann gehe ich mal weiter. Oh lol. Okay, die Tür könnte ich zumachen. zumache. Ja, ich habe keine Ahnung. Ohne was. I hate Mondays. Jo. Oder ist irgendwas? User. What? Ach, muss ich alle ausmachen? Moment. Was passiert, wenn ich alle... Musik ist auch weg. Irgendwie. Was ist das weird?
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Was ist denn das jetzt? What? Ist noch eine an vielleicht? Ne. Scheint nichts mehr an zu sein. Lol. Ich dachte gerade schon, ich habe mich hier reingebuggt. War ich hier in der Tür schon? Ah, warte.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
His left. Okay, cool. Mal guck ich mal, was er sagt. Hier ist so ein
Yet there was
Raum.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, geht's denn hier hoch? Broom Closet. Hier nach oben. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Das nicht. What? Lol. Das sieht gut gemütlich aus hier. Hier vielleicht?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Nein, du hast mir das gesagt.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Nice, okay. What? Was Hölle ist denn jetzt los? Oh. Slate. Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What is that here?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? Gedankenkontrolle. Ich weiß ja nicht, ob ich mich da drauf setzen will.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Kommunchen. Kann ich nichts drücken. Was ist das hier? Gib mir hier ein paar Unterlagen. Vielleicht muss ich hier drauf drücken. Oh, ja.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, fuck, die ganzen Mitarbeiter werden zu Hause überwacht. Lol. Was ist denn das hier?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wo? Hier? Das ist eine 5. Ein Control. What? Mind control idle, awaiting input. Hier kann ich es ausschalten.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Ich weiß ja nicht, was passiert, wenn ich aufdrücke. Probieren wir es mal. Okay, haben wir es geschafft. What? Da ist eine komplette Dunkelheit.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't know, es ist stockdüster.
Yes.
Oh shit.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Ich weiß ja nicht, ob das real ist hier.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, yay. Und jetzt? Beat the game. What? No way. Okay,
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? No way. Fuck, ich bin einfach mal am Anfang.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ja, wenn wir diesmal
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. Oh, hier ist die Lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nice. Okay, what? Was hat denn hier?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no. No,
What
it's
the
to the
heck?
right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, fuck. Gehen wir hier runter. Zack.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Nice.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense,
in den
we'll
Spoiler
just
reingeraten.
restart the game from the beginning. And this time,
Nein.
suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Oh, not again. Okay, fuck, ich bin im Büro. So, da würde ich sagen, war's das mit dem ersten Part von The Stanley Parable und jo, wenn ihr mehr sehen wollt, dann lasst mal ein Abo da und ja, bis zum nächsten Mal bei The Stanley Parable. Ciao, tschüss. Euer Mo.